衝撃のニュース映像とともに使える英語フレーズを学びましょう。世界一の金持ちが世界一貧しい子どもたちの命を奪っている。 HIV になった赤ちゃんたちの話、あなたは知ってましたか？後半ではアメリカに20年住んでるからこそ話せるリアルな英語表現、文化の背景も解説するよ。さらに日本ではあまり報道されないマスクに関する画像とデータも公開するよ。例えばマスクが失ったお金、日本人全員に配ったらいくらもらえると思いますか？答えは動画の中でね。
And now tonight's tale of two billionaires. The richest person in the world once said, "The man who dies rich dies disgraced." No, that obviously wasn't the current richest person in the world who said that. That was Andrew Carnegie in 1889. He created a charitable foundation that has continued to live after him for more than a century and helped fund, among many other things, the best children's programming this country has ever seen on PBS, as well as some healthcare programs for children. As Walter Isaacson reported in his biography on the current richest person in the world, quote, "Musk has shown little interest in philanthropy." Bill Gates tried. Walter Isaacson's book tells the story of Bill Gates, who was once the richest person in the world, trying to convince Elon Musk to give something back, but he got nowhere. Bill Gates has apparently given up on Elon Musk after Elon Musk decided that the United States of America should stop feeding starving children with the excess food that the United States produces and cannot consume. At the same time, Elon Musk has decided that the United States of America should stop providing life-saving medicine to the poorest people in the world, including the poorest children in the world. Elon Musk destroyed the United States Agency for International Development without Donald Trump apparently even knowing what it is. But Donald Trump is the president who empowered the richest person in the world to take food away from starving children, to take food away from starving mothers, starving grandfathers in the current famine in Sudan. In an interview with the Financial Times published today, Bill Gates said, "The picture of the world's richest man killing the world's poorest children is not a pretty one."
Hey Leo and Bela friends, let's take a quick break from the news. Let's talk about how people are reacting to Elon Musk. This isn't just online hate, it's impacting real numbers. Since the 2025 presidential inauguration, Elon Musk has lost around $148 billion. This chart says it all. The image speaks for itself. I still remember when Tesla first became popular. A lot of my friends bought one. They paid good money and had to wait months just to get it. But now, Teslas are sitting in dealerships for months. No one's picking them up. Demand has dropped, and Tesla no longer feels like a luxury brand. It's not just about the cars. It's about how people see Elon Musk. In the US, when public trust fades, brands fall fast.
Owners like singer Sheryl Crow are waving goodbye to their cars entirely.
Let's consider that formulation for a moment from the person who once was the richest person in the world. That's Bill Gates describing the world's richest man killing the world's poorest children. No one voted for that in the last presidential election, but that's what we got. And that's what we gave to the world's richest man killing the world's poorest children. Today is the 25th anniversary of the Gates Foundation, created by Bill Gates and his then wife Melinda Gates, to give away most of his wealth. On this 25th anniversary of the creation of the Gates Foundation, Bill Gates has announced that he is speeding up giving his money away to the point that he expects the Gates Foundation to spend all of it in the next 20 years and close down. That will mean a surge of funding by the Gates Foundation to important projects around the world that could save the lives of many millions of people Today, Bill Gates told the New York Times that there might be hope for Elon Musk to someday have a change of heart about charitable giving. Bill Gates said he could go on to be a great philanthropist. In the meantime, the world's richest man has been involved in the deaths of the world's poorest children. People who decide presidential elections, that marginal group of voters, 3, 4, 5% of them, who make up their minds at the end of a presidential campaign based on feelings or a slogan or a TV commercial, cannot know everything they are voting for when they are voting for a presidential candidate. In fact, none of us can know that because the federal government is far too vast and complex for us to be able to anticipate every single decision or choice a candidate might make if that candidate becomes president of the United States. But we now know that a vote cast for Donald Trump in the last election has turned out to be a vote to heap cruelty on starving children and literally take their food away. Bill Gates knows that everything Elon Musk did to the United States Agency for International Development was done in full and complete ignorance. Bill Gates told the New York Times, you have to go to Africa and see a malaria ward at the height of the malaria season, or you have to see kids who are stunted. And weirdly, the incredible success of the last 25 years is not as visible to people as it should be. But that also means that when people cut these things, will they notice? They cut the money to Gaza province in Mozambique. That is really for drugs so mothers don't give their babies HIV. But the people doing the cutting are so geographically illiterate, they think it's Gaza and condoms. Will they go meet those babies who got HIV because that money was cut? Probably not. Definitely not. Elon Musk did that to those babies. No one voted for that. But that is what a vote for Donald Trump has turned into. The New York Times asked Bill Gates, were you surprised by the cruelty? Bill Gates said, the reductions to USAID are stunning. Yes, I did not expect that. I don't think anybody expected that. Nobody expected the executive branch to cut the president's emergency plan for AIDS relief or polio money without the involvement of Congress. What's going on with HIV research and trial networks? I didn't expect that either. We will do our best to get these things changed. I will be an advocate, but those are real headwinds. I see it as a 4 to 6 year interruption. 4 to 6 years in which Bill Gates, who has been there, sees, quote, the picture of the world's richest man killing the world's poorest children. The Financial Times reports Gates intends to pass on less than 1% of his wealth to his children. He said he was a supporter of a strong estate tax to prevent dynastic wealth and of much more progressive taxation. In explaining his decision to part with his wealth over the next 20 years, Bill Gates, who is 69 years old, said, people will say a lot of things about me when I die, but I am determined that he died rich will not be one of them. There are too many urgent problems to solve.
The man who dies rich dies disgraced. In America, wealth is a story, but how that story ends, that's what people remember. This phrase means, if you leave this world rich, but never helped anyone, you fail. Here's my take. After living in the States for 20 years, I've seen people admire impact more than just money. Giving isn't optional. It's your legacy. In the US, showing interest really matters. If you show little interest in something, it means you don't care. And when people think you don't care, they stop including you. From my experience, in Japan, silence can mean respect. But here, silence often feels like disconnection or apathy. Give something back. It means to return value to the people or community who helped you. In the US, it's expected, especially from people who've made it. For me personally, creating videos like this is how I give something back. It's my way of sharing what I've learned and showing love to my Japanese friends. To empower someone means to give them the ability or authority to act, but it's not always a good thing. You can empower someone to build or to destroy. Here's what I've noticed. In American politics and business, empower is used a lot, but it really depends on who you're giving that power to. No one voted for that. It's something people say when they feel blindsided, disappointed. It means, I didn't ask for this. In my opinion, this phrase is almost like protest language in everyday life. It's how Americans express frustration when something feels unfair or dishonest. The reductions were stunning. Now, stunning can sound beautiful, but in this case, it means devastating. It means people were shocked, speechless. From what I've seen, in fashion, it's a compliment. But in the news, it means something painful just happened. This is a rhythm I hear a lot in America. Probably not. Definitely not. It starts soft, then lands hard. Here's my observation. Americans use this kind of rhythm to add punch, in jokes, in refusals, in dramatic moments. It's short, but emotionally powerful. Bill Gates said, "People will say a lot of things about me when I die, but he died rich will not be one of them." It's a powerful way to say, I won't be remembered for my money. And honestly, from what I've learned, in the US, your legacy matters. It's not about what you had, it's about what you gave to others.
今日学んだリアル英語、ぜひ使ってみてね。皆さんのコメントがより良い動画作りの助けになります。次に学びたいことを教えてください。アメリカの語学校ってどんな感じ？留学するのに英語はどのぐらい必要？コメントで聞いてくれたら動画で取り上げるかもしれません。皆さんのコメントお待ちしてます。